What's going on, wrestling fans? Welcome to this week's edition of the Dumbos Podcast. Fan service, fellas. How we doing?
Not too bad over here. How you doing?
Good. I'm here. I'm here. Ready to hug.
Hey, you want a hug?
It sounds like the entire IWC needs a hug after last night.
They do. They do.
That's what it sounds like. They need a hug. They need a pat on the back. They need a motivational video put together for them. They crash out after.
I don't even think it was last night. I think it was a bad week for the IWC.
Pretty much. Yeah. So.
yeah, you could say that too. But yeah, boy, we'll get into it.
We'll definitely get into all of that bullshit.
Tears in the beers were flowing last night.
So before we kick the show off, I got a little story I was going to hold off. I wasn't even going to tell. I was going to take it to the grave.
Enjoy story time.
But everything worked out in my favor, so I'm gonna hold it off. So I was like, I'll hold it off until we're all here and I'm together. So I'm going to pay like the bills, and I'm checking my bank account. So I'm scrolling through, and it's like Target, vending machine, Target, Laurel vending machine, spicy side, $100. Wait a minute, spicy side, $100. No. So I was like, okay, I don't know what this is. Automatically, I'm going to what is
dispute
it?
Dispute
it. So I go to dispute it. And I'm like, hold on, let me go over to the spicy site. It's been a while. Let me check and see what's going on here. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, now I go over there, go onto the spicy site, and I check the everything linked to my card, which shouldn't still be on there. I don't know why I never took it off. So it's like first thing, you tip so and so $5. I'm like, no, tip me. I ain't tipping nobody. I'm the guy in the back of the strip club eating chicken. I'm not tipping nobody.
You just there for the lemon pepper. You just there for the lemon pepper.
I'm tipping for food, and that's it. Nobody else is getting tipped. I ain't tipping the barber, the contractor, the plumber. Nobody else is getting tips, but for my food. So I'm like, $5 tip. So instead of me going further down the rabbit hole, I'm like, okay, let me see who this person is. I don't know who this person is. Let me automatically hop over, report as a scam, unfollow, unblock. I don't even know where this came from. So apparently somebody hacked my profile and just started tipping me. So I go back to my wallet and I'm like, okay, it's like you tip so-and-so $5. You tip so-and-so $50. And this is all happening February 13th. Somebody must have been
That's Singles Day.
It was like, okay, yeah, you tip somebody $5, and it was like $50, then it was like $150. I'm like, hold on, and I'm scrolling down, like, whoa, and I'm not paying attention to the things, like all the amounts. So it's just keep on going, and then it's like, bam, you topped off your wallet $100, and I wish I had shotgun sound because it was like, bam, you tipped off your wallet $100, bam, you tipped off your wallet $100, bam, you tipped off your wallet $100. You tipped off your wallet $100. So 5 straight times somebody topped off my wallet $500. He just started tipping this random broad in her DMs. So I'm like, oh God. I go back to my bank account, and I'm like, okay, let me dispute all these. And it was like, okay, dispute, go through. It was like, your card is still active. You have to call a representative.
We know what you would call it.
So like, okay, I hit the button. It's like if one false move and I'm off. One false. If I hear the boom, we're busy. I'm out. So I got that, and yep. I call. It was like all of our representatives are busy. Good, because there's no way I'm disputing $500 worth of charges. I don't care if you're a stranger or not. On some fan charges on the phone, nah. I don't have that in me. I don't have that in me, so I was like, yeah, nah, you know what? I'm gonna eat this. I gotta take this on the chin because there's no way.
You gotta dispute that, man.
You gotta dispute that. You do.
So I hopped back over and I went back. I was like, let me dispute it through there first. See if they can like look. I've never topped off my wallet. I've never done none of this. I disputed it through there, which is not you're not talking to anybody. You're sending like through a chat box. And I'm like, this is hopes and dreams here. So I go over to like, what is this dude paying what is he tipping for? Because like they was like, you don't get your tips back. So it's like you're just tipping somebody. You're not paying for content. You're just tipping somebody. So I go over to the person, unlock the profile. It was like a free page, and I'm scrolling through the page. I'm like, okay, all of her stuff is blocked behind the paywall. Nothing's paid for. What's going on? So I hop into the DMs, and it's like, welcome back, Richard. After I followed her again, I was like, who the fuck is Richard? So I'm going through, and it's like, you tip somebody $500 for 2 titty pics and a bush shot? No, you got to be taking machine work. You got to be taking on like the starting 5 of your local AAU or pro team. I'm sorry, you got to be taking on. You got to be taking on something. You can go to your local club and spend $5 for that.
My man could have walked in. Well, you can't do it now, but you used to be able to just walk into any gas station and pay $7 for the magazine, and there's your tip right there. My man was just dropping them on some 4th grade. Let's sneak and see what Dad's collection looks like.
No, you spent $500 on 3 pics just tipping somebody some broad. No. So for like a week,
technically they didn't spend any money.
Hey, it's my money. Yeah, your money. So for a week, man, I was struggling. I was at work eating noodles and anything that was flavored for the cheap because there was no way. I was taking this $500 out of myself. I was like, there's no way. Yeah, I got to recoup this somehow. So it was like, I wouldn't, no treats, no vending machine, no nothing. I was like, yeah, I'm eating this $500.
You got to call that.
Checked back like a week later and was like, oh, your money's been refunded. Thank God. Went back over. Yep, deactivate that card. Or not deactivate the card, but just unlink that card. Yeah, no.
So you're all good now?
No, I'm all good. I'm all
good. Man.
Ooh.
That's desperation.
So you got a new card too?
No, because it was just through there. I've been checking it to make sure nothing's been fraudulent. Yeah, so it was just like through that site.
Yo, hacking the account on the site is crazy work for the scammers. That's crazy work for the scammers.
The desperate.
Jason,
Richard. You're good, Richard.
Jason really does need to go out tonight and get a hug. He really needs to get that
hug. You should have came on the show with your name tag as Richard from now on.
Richard, yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. And then it was like the way my bank account takes stuff out, it'd be like, it don't take it out all at once. So it's like, Laurel Vending, spicy site. Xfinity, spicy site. Target, spicy. Like, yeah, we'll just hit you all at one time. I was like, no wonder my balance was looking a little off. I was checking just to see if the taxes hit, but like, yeah, them numbers wasn't right. No.
Oh, boy.
I think I just need to cancel out that site altogether.
Yeah, what we doing on the spicy site anyway?
Activate just.
COVID was a special time. It was a special time. So that card's been linked there soon. So
we can talk after and find out what the spicy site was.
Hey, you need to sign up for Rocket Money and figure out where all those subscriptions are at so you can get them canceled.
Just think fan service is the double meaning. So.
This is not an ad for Rocket Money, but if they want to sponsor the show, by all means, we can get on and sponsor the show and run through on how
perfect situation.
Yeah, you get caught up. It's not a gym membership; it's a spicy site membership they get you.
Head over to dumbmarkspod.com, click the links, the affiliate links, and help support the show just in case shit happens to Jason again. Times is tough.
So, before we hop into all the bullshit that happened in the last week,
I think that was the show right there.
We'll get you next week.
A couple on this days in history. We'll run through real quick. Let me see. Pull it up.
Close out the spicy site.
Richard.
So on this day at WrestleMania, I'm not even whatever. You know,
still can't do Roman numerals.
What are the numbers?
Yokozuna defeated Bret the Hitman
That'd be
Hart to win
WrestleMania
WWE. WrestleMania 9. After an impromptu challenge for Yokozuna, the manager Foodie, After an impromptu challenge, Yokozuna's manager, Mr. Foodie, Hulk Hogan defeated the new champion to win the WWE Championship in a last-minute match. So that was where the hot sauce.
That was the hot sauce.
That was the hot sauce.
That was the documentary last year ago.
Yeah.
Black-eyed Hogan.
Terrible WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I want to put that comment up so bad.
That was a good dog tie.
On this day in 2011, the day after WrestleMania, John Cena and The Rock agreed to face each other for next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah. So,
will we ever see anything like that again?
The 1 year build.
Two stars that big, where we can get a 1 year build.
Yeah, it'll happen again. I don't know when, but it'll happen.
As I say, history repeats itself.
The way Trick and Obo are right now, you could possibly do it.
As I say, Oba and Brock feels like a 1 year build, and it's only been 3 weeks.
You can,
and I mean that in a positive sense, like
the
anticipation and what's going on, like that's been 3 weeks, but man, that feels like it's had a month or a year of steam behind it, and
we'll
credit
talk about
to those two. But yeah.
So let's hop into the bullshit today. Let's go into our mush of the week. Anybody want to kick it off?
I'll go. I think you all know where mine's going to come from. There's a specific moment.
Are you coming to the dark side?
No. Mine was from TNA, but it was the Hardys promo on Thursday night. That was a terrible promo by them. Like, they were like stumbling over their words and shit, and it's like by the time they were done, I was like, just let the Righteous take the titles off of them. Like, we need to do this. And then I have a feeling the way that the promo was going, because like they were like, Matt was kind of slipping into the deletion lingo. It's like, we're gonna get the ultimate deletion again, aren't we? Like, between these two, it'll work between the two teams, especially with the Righteous. Like, that they're good fit for that. But I don't need to see this again. Like, just let the Righteous take the tag titles off of them. Let's move on from the Hardys in this run.
This is where TNA, when you look at the total roster, where like you have to draw stuff out just because you don't have the size to move people or teams in and out. So like you only have a handful of teams in the tag team division.
Well, then the crazy thing too was that they made the match for next week on Impact, and the pay-per-view's next Saturday. Like, so I have a feeling there's going to be shenanigans that puts the match to the pay-per-view, but like,
that sounds like every promotion now. I mean, they have a title fight on TV when they have a pay-per-view that same week or a week after.
Chris continuing on with the TNA slander.
That was a bad one.
Mine, it might be linked into somebody else's, but just the title pictures for WrestleMania, minus Liv and Stephanie, just a lot of moving parts. Like I'm just getting tired of people just getting added into the picture, like B-Fab and Meacham. Now EO's in it, you know. Pat Jelly Roll and Thing are in Cody's, the Usos and the other. Just not getting just not talking about the match themselves, but just the people getting added and stepped on to heighten the match. It's just like,
gotta sell those tickets, man.
This is everybody's getting a paycheck. You might as well take a lumberjack match. What the hell?
For that, yeah.
That'll be 2 weeks on SmackDown.
Yeah, but that was my mush. It's just like the add-ins to these title fights. You know, the sideshow people.
Yeah.
You're at the home stretch now, like not still adding stuff on.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I just don't like the superstars just being used like that, just to heighten the match.
Yeah, you threw Yachty. You didn't need to throw Yachty in there.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't need Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mania season, but it feels like we're going back to the old school template again.
So
the WrestleMania ones and all.
Yeah. We just gotta put the celebrities in just because it's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
what's Snooki doing again?
I'll leave the whatever happened on SmackDown with Pat to somebody else, but just that.
Is that yours, Steve? No, because that's mine.
That's probably not much more for Steve.
That might be. That is my mush. I don't hate Pat. I just hate everything about that. Like, if you bring Pat back for commentary, cool. You bring Pat back for a match. You mean to tell me Pat is the voice in Randy Orton's head? I don't get it. You shit on the product, which most of it needs to be, but don't shit on the 55-pound, 50 or 5'5" guys wrestling Iron Man matches. Don't.
When that's been the highlight of the show.
Roll everybody in the way. Yeah, there's some shit or stuff that needs to be called out. It's bad right now, but I mean, you expect me to believe this is what's going to turn it back to the Attitude Area? Nah, this is just for a match. It did nothing for me.
I did like to call out on the WrestleMania tickets. WrestleMania tickets, they being sold.
Yeah, he called out shit that need to be called out, but yeah, just as him as the voice, it didn't sit with me. So that's my mush.
Before Steve goes into his, we're 2 weeks out from Mania. Okay, so I'm not going to give an opinion on this now. We're 2 weeks out. I can wait 2 weeks to see what the payoff is of this, if there is a payoff. Because something tells me this is not a payoff thing. This is just going to be we throw a Pat in, but yeah, I'll wait for the 2 weeks and see if there's a payoff, and then talk about it.
All right.
Need that ISO screen.
Before I get into this, my mush this week is Darby Allin. You talk about just inserting somebody into a title picture for no reason. Everything has been built up the last couple of weeks with Kenny Omega and MJF. They have a match at Dynasty. I don't like Speedball on the microphone, but adding him in Wednesday night to get a match, he's from Canada, against MJF in Winnipeg. I understand all that. Like, fine, no issues there with that. Even though I think Speedball just tanked and wasn't great on the microphone. But Darby Allin all of a sudden just comes down to the ring and is like, it just calls out MJF, like, get your ass out here. I'm going to rid AEW of you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, where are you coming from? Like, what? Why are you just randomly popping up and being out there? And you've been nowhere near the title picture at all. And there's no reason for you to be in or near the title picture right now. Omega MJF is set up for Dynasty in 2 weeks. Like, that's done. Contract signed. What are we doing? Only to lead to the Don Callis family coming out for
like
Darby
always.
to work with them and have to face Andrade because MJF paid Don Callis for them to take out Darby. Like, why is he take out Darby? Why is even Darby on MJF's radar?
Very true.
Yeah.
Too convoluted.
Darby's been with Gabe Kidd and every, like, what is happening? Like, why? I mean, for Darby to now set up a trios match with Brody King, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, what's the point in all of this?
And then did I see
Darby Allin never dies?
And then did I see right that the winner of that match at Dynasty is the number one contender?
I believe so. Yeah. So, are you spoiling by Darby doing that? Are you spoiling the match at Dynasty? Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Predictable.
How many number one contender matches AEW have in like the past month?
But how many people are just going to randomly say, "I'm the number one contender. I want a title match"?
Yeah,
you damn near rattled off the whole.
Right now.
Yeah, Brody King, Kenny Omega, Swerve, MJF.
That's just not even an AEW problem. That's a wrestling problem in general.
But like,
everybody calls their shot.
Speedball's number one contender.
Like you said, everybody calls it.
Yes,
I think if he would have beat MJF, probably would have been.
Yeah, it was the eliminator match. If he would have won, he would have got a title shot. Like
eliminator matches, number one contender matches, just calling it out. I'm the number one contender.
Yeah.
Like whatever happened to the old build for you to be number one contender?
Yeah, and again, that's across wrestling. Like that's not just a one promotion issue.
Real quick, I didn't watch, but how did Jamie Hayter get in the title match? I mean, I know they have history, but it just feels
that was another one that was set up through a triple threat with Mina and the Brawling Birds against Thekla and the Sisters of Sin. Like, and Jamie won. So, like, yeah, it's all set up.
Pin.
Yeah, it's literally I got the pin. So now
I'm the number one contender.
Yeah, like, and their plans supposedly changed based on this Toni Storm stuff, which reports are she's going to be actually going in and doing Broadway. So it's not an injury and all that, but that's what I've seen as to why she's not going to be around for the foreseeable future.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
fit your character.
So yeah, we'll see. But I just like it. Just none of like. First off, I don't, like Darby is not a heavyweight champion.
No.
So like,
no.
Can we get off
one off maybe one time, possibly, but no.
Oh, it's gonna happen at some point.
Like a Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Quick one off like that.
Yeah, it was just like it made no sense. Like promo, everything. It didn't fit on the show. It didn't fit with nothing that they were doing. No tie-ins, no anything. Like just randomly skateboarded out to the ring, and all of a sudden, you're calling out MJF and telling MJF to come out and face you in the ring for what? Don't make no sense.
A million different trees, a million different branches.
Let them go.
All right, now let's get into the reason why the IWC absolutely melted down last night.
Is this your Rushmore?
Surprisingly, no, it's not my Rushmore.
Surprisingly,
yeah, surprisingly, it's not my Rushmore.
Look at that.
But I'm looking at this through a completely different lens than everybody else. And I think the reason why, there's a couple reasons as to why it quote unquote failed last night. And I didn't think it failed. So let me put that out there. I don't think it failed. I think it was successful, and I'll lay out reasons why. But I believe the reason why it failed last night, with the whole reveal, the beatdown, Pat and Randy leaving, Cody's promo, which was a home run from a promo perspective.
It was.
But it failed. Everything failed last night because of two things. One, the IWC worked themselves into their own shoot with Vince McMahon and The Rock and everything else.
Yeah.
And now they're reporting, it would have been McMahon, but they had to pivot at the last second because of new allegations brought out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Never going to happen.
So they worked themselves into a shoot over that. It's the same way they worked themselves into a shoot with the Jericho, Rock, everybody coming out of the crate.
Yeah.
Like,
and the Rumble.
Yeah. But the main reason why it didn't work last night, again, this is not my opinion because I think it was successful, was the timing in the city that they chose to do it all in. You're in St. Louis. You're in Randy Orton's hometown. This was meant to be the big heater, the big everything switched. Cody babyface, Randy heel. People actually booing Randy now because you haven't been successful in that. Even though Randy has taken out Cody, bloodied up him, has shattered Cardona's arm, took him out, like RKO, Jelly Roll, all of these things which you're supposed to get heat for. But in 2026, we're just going to continue here because Randy's Randy and we don't like Cody right now, allegedly. But all of that is done in Randy's hometown last night. You can't pick that to be the space and the location to do what you ran last night. If you would have been in any other city, the shift in the temperature changes on this whole dynamic.
Me, no. I say me, no, because I just can't fathom McAfee being the voice in his head.
McAfee's not the, and this is where people are not listening. Or there's a difference between listening and hearing. And if you don't know the breakdown, go watch White Man Can't Jump. You can listen to Jimmy, you can't hear Jimmy. It's two different types of auditory response. Okay, Wesley Snipes breaks that down beautifully. Or Woody Harrelson breaks that down beautifully in White Man Can't Jump. Both of them. Pat is not the voice in Randy's head.
But he's still a voice he's listening to.
Pat is reminding Orton, be the GOAT that you are. You're coasting along, people are cheering you, this and that, everything else. Nah.
But who is Pat to make that call? Who is Pat to say that? Nobody. Just an announcer.
Why can't it be Pat? That's what, like, nobody is giving the why can it not be Pat?
Because there's too much history.
They're not going
for it to be. It could have been
anyone.
But still, that's the thing. Like you could have had Rick, even though Rick's probably still in AEW. You could have had Rick. You could have had H being the guy. Think of that. H and Steph, both in somebody else's ear. You could have had somebody else other than Pat, and it all ties into some sort of history, not just random ass Pat. That's my gripe.
The story, and Randy called this out in the beginning of his promo last night. Again, this is where people aren't listening. What's the story that they're telling? And while yes, you have the 20 plus years of legacy of Cody facing Orton in his first match, Orton facing Dusty in Dusty's last match, you have all of that, right? Which, like I said last week, keep it simple, stupid, right? But the story is Cody asking Randy for the guy with the voices in his head. Cody asked for that. That was Cody's ask.
Just like Messina.
Just like Messina.
But then the story should be, can Cody become that killer?
Which is what Cody's retort to was last night in response to what had happened. So I said Cody's promo landed last night. It was A+ promo. Yeah. That's one of the best promos Cody has cut in a really long time. That's like Chris out there now, Typhon, not me. heel Pat and a heel Randy on a rampage works very well together.
Jason just can't see Pat as a heel.
I can see Pat as a heel. I can see Pat as a heel, and I'm gonna watch this. It's just I don't know. Like we've seen Pat and Cole, so you see Pat when he was in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen him as a heel. So I can see Pat as a heel. It's just the correlation of these two, and then Randy actually needing the guy. You're the GOAT. Why do you even need Pat?
For Pat, see now this is where my vision on this is a little bit different, because not only do I watch Raw, SmackDown each week, right, but I also watch Pat McAfee's show all the time. Like it's what I have on during the workday. It's what I have, kill a couple hours, right? If you go back and watch Randy on McAfee's show, whenever they were in Indianapolis before the Combine, like they touched on all of this. Pat brought all of this up to Randy. Like, yo, you're too humble. You're Randy freaking Orton. You're the 14-time champ. You need to remind people that, like, and to Donald's point, then it's not on TV, it's not canon. But at the same time, like, you can see why Pat's reminding Randy who he is. This isn't Pat inserting himself to be the heater and the muscle for Randy. This isn't Pat inserting himself to get a match against Cody Rhodes. Like, none of this is done in that regards. This is Pat calling out to Randy and saying, hey, you need to save the business. You need to become Randy freaking Orton again. You need to become the legend killer. This year, everybody sing your song. That's great. No. We want you to be the guy that you used to be.
Ty, leave comments. What do you think of the promo last night, Ty?
Just because the guy wears glasses, he can't have vision. Like,
if I don't wear glasses, I don't have.
I can see without the glasses on. Like, I'm not blind. Take the damn glasses off, doctor.
Next comment, put the glasses back on.
Look, do I think there's some truth to the rumors that Pat being added into this is a Ari Emanuel call and a TKO call and not a Triple H creative call? Yeah, I believe there's truth to that. How much? Don't know. Because Triple H being the historian that he is and how he's told stories in the past, I don't think Triple H leans into this particular route. That's just my opinion. Now, people comparing Pat to Travis Scott need to stop.
No, that's not that.
That's not, yeah, no.
I mean,
Pat has worked.
Pat
has worked multiple matches. Pat has been involved in hosting pre-shows. Pat has been a commentator for years. Mm-hmm. Pat has been on the payroll for damn near a decade now.
Like, put his time in.
Just because he is quote unquote a celebrity does not mean that he's a celebrity in the sense of Travis Scott coming into the wrestling business. Let's stop that right there. That's not going to happen. Now, you want to lump in Little Yachty coming out with Trick 2 segments later and running the comparison to Travis Scott, by all means, go with that. We don't need that in addition to Trick and Sammy and everything else going on. And does this lead to Jelly Roll in Cody's corner and Pat and Randy's corner? Who knows?
Let's do a McMahon in every corner again.
He said too many extras. Way too many extras in these matches.
For some of them,
now,
for no reason.
I will say, I want to see this version of Pat and Randy together running amok on the program. I think it's something that can be done very freshly. I think it's something that can help where they're currently at from being stagnant in all the points that we've gone over week after week after week, right? However, what I will say that they cannot do, two things they can't do. One, overbook this main event and have Pat actually get involved and cost Cody the title. That just doesn't work. And two, you can't have Randy Orton lose now at Mania with this addition.
Cody loses 2 years in a row.
If Pat's talking about saving the business, tickets are down, sales are down, fluff and puff, all this soft shit that's been going on for everything else, and he's dropping F-bombs and promos and all that. No, if we're going to go this route, then go this route, and let's get back to as close to Attitude Era that we can be in 2026. But you can't have Randy lose, and you can't have Pat be the reason why Randy wins. Let the match play out and actually be between Randy and Cody. And Randy punt Cody. I don't care if he punts him during the match or he hits an RKO, gets a 3 count, and punts him after. To kick off the vicious Viper that everybody loved back in the day. But if you have Randy lose, or you have Pat get involved, and that's the reason why Randy wins, that's not going to be best for business.
I agree with you there. Yeah.
So if Triple H just handed this by TKO and say, "Hey, we want Pat in," which Cody said, "Yeah, I know everybody that represents you, and every single one of them can kiss my ass." You want to fire me? Look how well that went for you last time. I started a whole nother company. Wink, wink. So yeah, like any other city, I think this is a completely different feel and vibe for what went on last night in both segments together as a whole. Now, is everybody going to love, even if it's done in other cities, everybody love Pat being the guy? No. But at the same time, I think people are looking at it from the wrong perspective. Expectations versus reality. You sold yourself on expectations that were never going to happen. So to everybody and their mother, if it wasn't a McMahon and it wasn't The Rock, then everybody and their mother, it was going to be just an absolute ass reveal. Like they were calling Danhausen after he came out of the crate. This is cheeks. This is terrible. This is ass. And now Danhausen is the most over guy in the company. Has 5 different merch shirts. He's selling teeth. He's doing. I mean, he got the biggest pop of the night last night from a hot tag from R-Truth, and he's not even in the match.
I don't lie, that popped me last night when the ref pulled up.
Oh, that might be my Mount Rushmore. That was tremendous last night.
That was funny.
Between that and Trick Stealing Sammy's Pyro, those 2 were like the lights of my night.
But like, I mean, come on.
I don't know. 2 weeks out, you gotta sell me on it.
I'm still at home.
I'm on board.
I'm still at home.
That's all you got. You got 2 weeks. So
yeah, 2 weeks.
You gotta prove the payoff now.
Pat has been nonstop on social media since he came out last night. The man is going to commit to the gimmick.
No doubt. But
and he said
I have no worries about him. No worries about him.
He said last night, "Hey, Marks, if Cody Rhodes beats Randy Orton at WrestleMania, you will never hear or see me again in the wrestling business. I'm gone. You won't catch me around at all."
His contract must be up.
He's got shit to do this month. We'll be here for a whole week, so
he'll leave Mania and fly straight to Pittsburgh to host the draft.
Damn.
But Pat doesn't need to be there every single week either.
No.
But if they're just flying Pat in for this, now this is where I will say that it falls in line with Travis Scott. If Pat just comes in for 3 weeks to Mania, Orton wins, and then we don't see Pat again, then you can bitch about what they did.
Exactly what I said. I'll wait the 2 weeks to see how it plays out.
But even last night, people were like, "This isn't the main reveal."
Vince is still coming back.
They're still talking themselves into the Rock.
Is he coming back tomorrow too?
Still waiting on entrance number 31.
Still waiting on Jericho to come back.
Look, Mark, I think
Chris, was that your, when you sent over the text?
The IWC thing? Yeah, about Jericho. Yeah.
I think Mark Henry.
It was a bad week for the IWC.
I think Mark Henry had a really good take on this, and I don't know if this was on Busted Open this morning or if it was like an emergency reaction show last night, and I retweeted it before we went on. So head on over to Dunmark's Pod on Twitter, on X. You can see his video. But Mark Henry had a really, really good take on all this. It's like, I want to see change. Pat's whole thing was, we need to see change. And if him reminding Randy Orton to be the legend killer and going out wrecking shop and just being absolutely diabolical is the edge and the change that we need to get the product back towards a time that people absolutely love and think was the best era of pro wrestling, then let the change happen and see where it goes. You guys bitch all the time about WWE being just stagnant, predictable, uncreative, terrible writing, blah, blah, blah. They give you something that is different, that can be the setup for future change, and you burying shit on it because it wasn't, quote unquote, who you wanted it to be. You're talking out of your mouth from both sides.
Do you think it needs to change across the board or just a SmackDown thing? Because for me, Raw and SmackDown feel like two different shows.
I think Raw. I think right now Raw is in a really good pocket. Outside of the main event closing segments that they've done every week with Punk and Roman.
We don't need that every week, but
I think Raw has been a much more enjoyable show. SmackDown, I think, has more potential based off of some of the players that can be elevated into different positions on the show. So they have certain bits and pieces that are entertaining, but they're not bringing it all together right now.
Do you think if it was condensed back down to a 2-hour show, it would be better?
I don't think it's the time limit that's affecting SmackDown.
Because you're still gonna get Solo fighting over this damn land.
So it's
that could have been a bush itself.
It's not necessarily being that there's too much filler. It's just the content isn't.
Like last night, I don't think there was a lot of filler on last night's show. Like they consistently tied stuff in and it bled into other stories and everything else. Like I don't think it's not 3 hours Raw McMahon filler. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
it didn't feel 3 hours.
It's just. Yeah, and it doesn't feel 3 hours while watching it. Like it went off last night after Mello and Sammy and that, and I'm like, oh damn, it's 11 o'clock. Like I wasn't even paying attention to the time. So it's not a time issue for me. It's just creatively and presentation and what's going on. I think SmackDown is under delivering given the people that they have on the show.
Yeah, your women's main event ain't delivering. You got Truth and Damien as tag champs. You got the solo stuff.
The women's tag been doing what they've been doing for the past like 3 weeks. Just interference in every match.
Yeah, you're running the same thing too much. Yeah,
and that's on Raw and SmackDown for them.
That leads to the you have 10 weeks to build the WrestleMania. Well, now you're still 2 weeks out, but yet you done disqualified every tag team version of the tag team match that you're doing. Like, why are you still scheduling tag team matches between the four women between the four teams to just have another team come out and cost one? Like, that obviously is what it is. So, like, either move Mania back up to the beginning of April for the old timeline to where you're not 2-3 weeks out and you're still trying to fill TV time. That ends up hurting the build. But if you look at the card for Mania,
looks good.
It's one of the best Manias they've put together in a really long time. Matchup wise, this could be one of the best in-ring belt Manias we've seen in a really long time.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, cards.
Now, has every story been hot to get you totally invested? No. But you have Trick and Sammy, which I absolutely love. You have Oba and Brock, which I absolutely love. I don't like how they just randomly announced the ladder man match for the IC title, gave away the four participants, and then say, "Oh, here's the qualifiers that happened on main event," and you dropped them.
Didn't even know.
Because everybody watches main event.
So that's not handled in the best of light, right? But I think that match will absolutely slap. And I still think you'll get maybe one or two more people added into that.
That's the rumor.
I would add in Phoenix and I would add in Vikingo.
Just to have
that's what I've been seeing online.
Presence there.
Oh, that's been going around online?
Yeah.
Damn, I hate whenever I agree with the online community as far as. But Phoenix being added in with Penta's brother and their dynamic. Phoenix just in ladder matches in general is just can't miss. And then Vikingo, you want to talk about putting the spotlight on somebody there. But like I feel, and again, the undercard builds on this Mania have been tremendous. Finn and Dom, I'm invested in that match. Wish it was for the title, but I'm invested in that match. Oba Brock, Sammy Trick, like these are all matches that you're invested in. It looks like you're going to get 7 matches on each night, right in that sweet spot. You'll have some title changes and some, some duds. Do I think the main events have absolutely hit? No, but that's where the creative can either make you or break you. Anybody else got any other thoughts on Pat, Randy, Cody?
Nah, let's hop on over to the positive, the Mount Rushmores of the week. Anybody want to kick it off?
My Mount Rushmore this week was Lola Vice and Kendall Gray.
That whole show could have been my Mount Rushmore.
That was probably arguably that was the best women's match I've watched this year.
Did you like the finish?
Finish didn't bother me. I like how they did it in the sense of it adds, some drama, and it's not just, oh, here's a triple threat for triple threat's sake. Like they did it in a way to get both women in. But I think
I didn't mind the finish. I just hated them going off air.
Well, that leads
with
Deliver Lisa tonight
in week away the weekend, and then you got to tweet out the result.
And that's where we are in 2026, right? Normally you would normally you would cliffhang that for the following week on the go home to set up the triple threat before the pay-per-view, but now you don't have to do that because of social media. So that's just the different eras versus what.
Or they could have waited until tonight. They could have just had you wait until tonight, and then set it during the pre-show just to get you hooked.
Yeah,
but I mean, I thought they were tremendous. Kendall Gray.
Yes.
What, you want to talk about somebody she won't be there long. If her character lands, like, we see Oba and Trick's character, like if she gets that part down, that she'll be on Mania within 2 years. Because her in-ring bell to bell is, I'll put her up there with any of the top names you want to put in right now. You put her in there with a Charlotte, with a Becky, with an Asuka, Bianca, Rhea. You throw her in there with any EO. You put her in there with any of the top 4 to 6 women, bell to bell. They're going to deliver a show, still a match. And I have no doubts about that. And I thought Lola stepped up tremendously. The styles work together very well. Wrestlers versus, a true wrestler, which Kendall is. Then you have the MMA version of Lola. Like, I loved everything about that match. I love Kalani and Jada earlier in the night, too. Brawling back and forth. Like, yeah. This is where NXT, like, they deliver a very good show. And it's like, why aren't you doing this every week?
Was it a theme show?
No.
Because on my DVR it said Roadblock, so I was like, "Is this a special?"
That's weird.
They didn't reference anything as far as it being a special, outside of it just being in the Garden or in MSG or New York. Like,
but yeah, I was on the trend of going wrestling shows as a whole because everything got better except in the SmackDown hit. But I will give it to NXT. NXT delivered the whole, other than that Briggs
Carver
match. I mean, I like the way they presented Briggs in it. Get this man back on
track
into a better character or something. Yeah, get him back on track because I think Briggs is a guy. But like the whole show for me delivered. I even enjoyed the Rayo and Americanos.
Oh, those those. Put the tag team titles on Americanos.
Oh no.
Tonight.
No.
No.
We'll get into that.
No.
No, but here and
Donald's not off the Vandy Project bandwagon yet.
Never will be.
Well, to speak to your point, Jay, as far as NXT Tuesday night, like even with the contract signing, Tony D'Angelo was the best guy out of the 4.
What, talking wise?
Yeah, like what he said, what he did, how he came across. There's nothing about Tony D'Angelo has hit since he's come back. They've been all over the board. He's, attacking champions, but that was the swerve to get to Dark State. He beats one person in Dark State, they lose their titles. Now he's moved on from Dark State and he's going after the championship. But Tuesday night, I said, okay, Tony belongs in this match after Tuesday night.
I'm still rocking with Ethan. I'm even liking not Heel Hendry, but more serious Joe Hendry. But Tony D still got some work to call up in my good graces.
Yeah, she's not with him.
That man still got that family stink.
Hillbilly Jim Jr. ain't doing it.
Thought Blake and Tatum was tremendous. Like to NXT for me, NXT was probably my favorite show out of the week this week, and I would put Dynamite second.
And the most NXT we talked about was women. There you go. Enough said.
Yeah.
Blake Tatum, Lola, Kendall, and Jada and Kalani. Shit, I would run all 3 of those matches back to back to back, and that's how I'd end the show. I know they won't formatted out like that. But I would seriously like. I'm invested in all three of those matches and those feuds. So yeah, Lola and Kendall.
Mine was NXT. Either you guys want to hop in?
Good, I'll go. Mine was Oba and Brock. It's the only match on the main card that feels main event, WrestleMania main event-ish. I mean, I was in the TV screen, was like, oh man, they gonna fight each other? Like they really gonna do this? Like I was a little kid watching that segment. Was like, man, that gave me chills. It did. I admit that.
Even with the IWC, as much as they hate Triple H, they hated him stepping in, which that felt huge to me.
Bro,
that's what made it. That's what made it big.
That's the exact point.
That's what made it main event-ish.
That's the exact point when Triple H is supposed to step in. Oba takes out every single security guard. He pulls the Brock on Brock. He dismantles every single security guard. Airplane spins one guy. I think he's still up in the air somewhere. He throws Adam Pearce into the barricade. Pearce on social media has bruised ribs going all alongside his self, right? Like they're face to face. This is money-making matches. This is where Triple H needs to step in and keep them two separated.
Mm-hmm.
You don't blow it off this close to Mania with having them truly go at it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that's absolutely the right spot for Triple H to insert himself.
It
wasn't I'm Hunter. Let me get out there on screen.
Let me get my shit in.
Pointing. Are you ready? Like, no, I said, are you ready? Like, no, that wasn't the Hunter we got.
Yeah. You got them, quote unquote, like the boss of the company, coming out.
Yeah, you got the COO coming out to save one of his biggest money-making matches of the weekend. And again, Brock is tremendous.
Mm-hmm. I liked when Oba was walking around the ring. When Oba was walking around the ring, stalking him.
Brock is not going to put Oba over even more. And every single week, he just continues to put him over even more.
Look, every one of those security guards deserves a roster spot.
Bro. They know how to sell. They've been selling the whole month.
See him at your local indie.
Selling the whole
security guard and Mr. Man number 3.
Selling the whole month.
Now, it will be interesting because, like to Donald's point, for me, Brock Oba is a main event.
They dropped it 2 or 3 times in that segment. Pierce said it and commentary said it. So
where do you put it?
Make it.
Where do you put it? Because I think based on their graphic, they're night 1. Or no, they're night 2. They're night 2.
Ooh, they're night 2. Then.
Would you open with Oba and Brock? If you're closing with Roman and Punk night 2, would you open the show with Oba and Brock?
You have to.
No.
What they say, if you're not going on last, you better go on first.
No.
I just hate daylight wrestling.
It's in a dome.
Oh, it's in dome?
Yeah. They're back in Vegas.
Raider Stadium.
That's right. Yeah. You don't pull the roof back.
Yeah, even though it's Pacific time, they're in a dome, so you can turn the lights out.
I would strongly consider opening the show with Oba and Brock night 2.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see what the rest of the card is. But I could see that argument.
Because if you place it too close to the main event, you run into the, and this is going to sound crazy to say, but you run into the Rock Hogan, where everybody is so up that Triple H and Jericho, no matter what they do, is not going to matter.
Mm.
And even though it's Roman and Punk, which is different dynamics than in a Jericho Triple H, but
still
you run into that being, hey, everybody's going to be thinking, talking, discussing, shooting their whatever off to Oba and Brock. You ain't going to have nothing left for a 35-minute main event.
They're at the concessions talking about it while Roman's music's going off. Who gives a damn about that match? You see what happened?
Yeah, Oba and Brock can be on Mount Rushmore the past 3 weeks. And I think they have been from one of
I
us.
was going to say, I think everybody's talked about them.
Yeah.
All right, mine's going to Willow and Sheeta on Collision this week. It was good to see Sheeta back in AEW, and that was a good open challenge. Good use of the open challenge.
Man, they just brought everybody back, huh? It was just let's just
pull
out the Rolodex.
So we've been on this.
So
yeah, we've been on this show for a while now, saying where the hell has Sheeta been, and apparently she's had visa issues for 2 years. Which, if you know anything about where we're at right now, that makes sense as to why.
Surprised?
Yeah. But I do like her being back.
And the end of the match, Willow retained. But it kind of gave she'd had some frustration there. So it's like, okay, maybe we're going to see a different side of Sheeta here. So we'll see. To be determined. But
run it back. Yeah. Make this a feud.
It could be a good feud.
I mean, something to elevate, like the TBS title, although it's been held by some really great people, it hasn't felt important since Jade had it. Mercedes carried it for the longest, but it didn't feel like that was the title. You have Willow, who I think should be in your main event picture, and should absolutely win the women's championship this year. Especially if you have Tekla continue to retain it and hold it just based off of her being the heel that she is. You want to talk about them two having, the quote unquote street fight, no holds barred type ass matches. Willow has delivered on those in spades. So
every time.
Not that I want that to be the route they go in, but you have babyface Willow in that position. Whew. But Sheeta's a necessary addition.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's it for the Mount Rushmores and Mushes.
That's it.
Let's hop on over to these predictions.
All right, I think we got 7 matches here for tonight. So first one's a countdown. 10-person mixed tag match. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, let's not even predict it. Who gives a shit?
They changed my man's name already. EK Prosper.
Which is like, God.
That's Eli. Was it Eli Knight?
Everybody gets on the show.
Who cares?
Give me Birthright, because you're already doing too much disservice to these people already. You made them lose to Bronson or Arayo and the Americanos, which was entertaining, was good.
You had Shiloh in a mask scare off freaking Lexus King and Stacks and had them running away if this stable's going to actually mean something, because you had Regal and Finley come out and they haven't been seen since, even though they're allegedly supposed to be on TV a little bit more with this group. You can't have them lose.
Yeah.
But the one person I will say out of all these names that I'm most interested in going forward, and I can't pinpoint the reason why, Shiloh Hill. I don't like the dark web internet creepy gimmick. I don't know how that's going to go, but
he's entertaining.
I think he has some serious potential to turn out to be something.
I'll go with Birthright too.
Yep, they need to establish.
4 for 4.
All right, main card. We'll kick it off with Sol Ruka and Zarya.
This hit,
you're getting.
Yeah, this. I mean, come on, you're gonna now. What I will say, what I have not expected since the breakup actually happened, people are booing Sol. They're behind Zarya. I don't know why.
When Sol's right.
Again, it's the IWC. They don't always make sense.
Soul fatigue.
And then plus it's that NXT crowd.
Yeah.
With them, you can't predict them at all.
This is true. They like to take things into their own hands a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They did so much stuff that should have been on TV. Like they had matches that were live events that were you could have put that on TV. And even the back and forth, like they had backstage brawls. You could have put that stuff on the show instead of having it at the live events.
They fought at the hot dog stand and outside in the streets of New York on Tuesday.
Did they show it on TV?
No, they didn't show it on TV. I don't think. I think I saw that on social media.
Pulling a shotgun Saturday night.
Yeah, I taped it, but somebody said they opened the show with that. And I was like, no, they didn't.
Nah.
Okay.
Give me Zarya because Soul will be called up after Mania.
Yep, I'm right with you, Steve. Same thing.
Same.
You're getting. I'm sorry. I love you. You're running that back up, me Zarya. I'm sorry. I love you, Spear.
No, they're past that. There's no mutual respect left in between them two right now.
And a Rolex a couple months down the line.
Los Americanos.
Donald's match of the night here.
There's only one team. There's only one faction. The Vanity Project.
Ole, ole, ole.
Look, I enjoy the Vanity product, but what Don and Beta has been doing under a mask has been so much entertaining. They've gained more personality. So these guys are anything. Hey, a mask let you loose.
It does.
Yes. So give me Americanos.
What was their tag team name before? I'm drawing a blank.
I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what came to mind too. And
Mustache Mountain
was it the Brawling Brutes?
The Brawling Brutes.
Okay.
Yeah, when the blue one was hitting on Soul in the club, that was entertaining as hell.
We had them dancing with Ariana Grace on Tuesday night. Like,
is Bates the blue one?
Yeah, so he was hitting
on his girlfriend.
He was hitting on Soul in the club, and he was on. So Baby was on Twitter, like, "Hold on, what's going on here?"
I'm gonna go with Los Americanos for this one.
Yeah, all three of those guys, Bate, Dunn and Ludwig, like
tremendous.
I am upset that we're not getting Gable versus Ludwig at Mania, but I think it'll be at Triple Mania, which I think it'll be a much bigger deal at Triple Mania show in Mexico.
No, the Mexican
that matchup. Yeah.
So Ludwig is not fluent in Spanish. He's just saying whatever they're telling him to say. But it's
catch on. I mean, how many other languages he knows?
That's immersive learning right there.
Yeah. So
no, I mean, he did say he is learning Spanish. But yeah, I mean,
if you're from Europe, you already know like 5 languages, so it's kind of easy.
Yeah.
Just stupid Americans can't only speak English
and don't even know that well.
Los Americanos are hilarious, but the Vanity Project is just another level up on the board.
Donald's gonna be disappointed come the end of the night.
Chase, did you go?
Yeah, Americanos.
North American Championship Women's Tatum versus Blake.
This is tough.
It is. I want to see Blake get the belt back, but I don't want Tatum just to be a transition champ. Yeah.
I feel like there's more that can be done with this. But if this is like your quote unquote biggest pay-per-view of the year, that you got to pay it off, right? But I think they've only scratched the surface as far as what these two can do together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like my 50-50 on who I want to see win this match comes into play, because I think this has legs that can go, and give me more than what they've given so far. I don't know. Blake was rumored to be called up. If you're already bringing up Soul, given the landscape of women and everything else where they're at, like, should Blake continue to be in NXT? I don't know. It'll depend on who wins the women's title, because
you're
not going to have babyface Blake against heel JC. Tatum is just so over with the people. Give me a dusty finish here. I know I don't want to see it necessarily, but give me a dusty finish and they continue this feud on. I'll have Tatum retain, but I don't think we get a clean 1, 2, 3 in this match.
Give me Tatum. I still think there's so much of Blake that needs to be unearthed if you're going to start route.
I'm going to go with Tatum retains too.
I love Blake. I want to see her win the title and just take on the Vanity Project too. Be the Vanity Glamorous Project, something like that. But
all in.
I am. I'm all in. But I'm taking Tatum. I just don't want her to be a transition champ.
All right, we'll head over to the men's North American title. Miles versus Gargano.
Boo.
I mean, I loved everything Johnny said on Tuesday night. That's the best Johnny Gargano promo we've had in who knows how long.
NXT.
If we get Mr. Takeover, Johnny Wrestling, truly, I feel like this could potentially be a show stealer as far as match of the night. I'll go with Miles to retain here.
Same.
Miles.
I'm going Miles just because of Gargano's takeover stand and deliver record. Like Adam
Johnny
Cole said it best.
participation.
Johnny participation.
All right, NXT Women's Champion JC, Kendall, and Lola.
I think JC Jane gets called up, and I'll put the belt on Kendall Gray. Like, you talk about this young talent that's just forcing the issue with having them make decisions that they probably weren't going to make. You see it with Oba, you see it with Trick. Kendall Gray's another one. Just put the gas pedal to the floor and just give Kendall the belt.
Lola hasn't had the title yet, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Give me Lola.
I don't think there's something for Kendall Kendall, she seems more natural as a heel for some reason. I don't know why, but forever champ, JCJ.
Just gonna be there forever, huh?
That's one of those ones that I don't get, Jason. I don't get what you see in her, but hey, to each their own.
Chris, I brought up who I see.
Every time now, every time.
I go Lola.
All right, and finally, the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Championship. Joe, Ricky, Ethan, and Tony. They're putting the belt on Tony, aren't they?
If you do that, everybody got to get called up.
That's what I might be thinking.
Yeah, so
Everybody might be called up.
They might keep a couple, like they might keep Hendry around maybe for one more, but yeah, they're putting the belt on Tony.
I don't want to say it, but yeah.
I mean, we're all in agreement here.
I'm not going 4 for
4. We've gone 4 for 4 for damn near every single one of these matches.
Everyone?
Not everyone, but yeah, been a few.
You know, I'm not going on this one.
You can't do it, huh?
You can't do it.
Do I want that? No, but that's just.
I think Hendry sticks around for a couple spots here with Tony afterwards. Maybe they run it back once or twice. I think you call up Ethan and Ricky, and I would pair them immediately with this new version of Randy Orton.
See, I still want Ethan and Chelsea. That's where the money's at.
You have time.
Yeah.
You can run Ethan and Chelsea.
Yeah, it don't have to be right now with Randy.
Who you going with, Jason?
You got Jason.
Who you going with?
I told you I'm about Joe Hendry.
Okay.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
Yeah. You going to circle back again so we can go 4 for 4?
I didn't hear you say Joe Andrew. That's why I asked. Yeah.
Okay. Anything before we hop into this trivia?
Good.
All right. This is Takeover and Stand and Deliver trivia. So, what was the first event to take place? What was the first NXT event to take place during WrestleMania?
Takeover Dallas.
Takeover Dallas was.
We were there and wasn't 100% sure.
At Takeover Dallas, you guys already in the cheat code. Who did the Revival defeat to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships?
Retain the NXT Tag Team Championships?
They lost.
Yeah, I was going to say
American Alpha
won. Yeah.
Look, man, just because you put it in the chat GPT, you still got to check to make sure that it's right, bro.
It was one of the ones that Takeover had a Roman numeral and that threw them off.
AI still gets things wrong, bro. You got to check your work. You can't just run it out there like it's your own.
I'm not gonna lie, I was glossing at first. I was just like, I see 2 names. One had to see that. I was like, oh, didn't read.
We got multiple clips of the week, Chris. We got the intro story. We got this. We got Jason trying to read. Like we got multiple clips that are outside of just wrestling talk.
At the 2-night Stand Deliver 2021, 3 now defunct titles were defended. Can you name them?
Cruiserweight,
NXT Women.
Yes.
Tag Women.
Damn, I forgot about the Cruiserweight title being a thing.
The 24/7.
205 Live.
That's a cruiser.
That was the Cruiserweight.
That was a cruiserweight.
I can't think of the third one.
I can't think of a third one.
The NXT United Kingdom Championship.
I forgot about that belt. Damn.
At Stand and Deliver 2022, who won a triple threat ladder match beating out Solo Sikoa and Santos Escobar to win the North American Championship?
Or no?
Nope.
That was the first one.
Said 2022.
That was 2.0 era.
Nope. Draw a blank.
Mello.
Kevin Grimes.
Forgot about him.
Excluding tonight, how many NXT events were held WrestleMania weekend? I won't even count tonight.
Yeah.
Go on.
5?
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 or 5.
I was gonna say 5 or 6, but
6.
They're at 9.
Yeah.
Hi.
Only skipping 2021.
I kept forgetting COVID.
You
That's one out.
Yeah. We figured it had all before they did Stand and Deliver. It was like NXT Dallas, Orlando, New York. Yeah, all those. Yep. There were 2 events were non-title matches that main evented NXT Takeover or Stand and Deliver. Can you name either match?
So non-title match main events.
Adam Cole and Pat McAfee?
No.
They didn't main event.
Right,
Ciampa Gargano.
That's one of them. Unsanctioned match.
Unsanctioned. Cole and Gargano? No, that was for the belt and the cage.
I don't know.
Chain wrapped around the knee. I think that was the match.
Oh, O'Reilly and Cole.
O'Reilly and Cole.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Great freaking match.
The Axe Man.
Good. And that has been NXT Stand Deliver. Any quick hitters?
I do have quick hitters. I don't know how many of these I want to save.
Steve, did you have the IWGP one?
No, I did not.
All right, so last night, surprising, Callum Newman won the IWGP championship and is the youngest IWGP champion at 23 years old.
They pulled that trigger.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Rumor is that it was a great match. I'm going to have to go back and watch that match.
Hey, I mean he's right in there with all the other names that you want to throw out there for 24 and under. Like he's in there with your Javons, your Leon Slaters, your Ricky Sosa's. I mean, he is in there. Kendall Gray, like he is in there with the rest of those names in a very short period of time. So yeah. I will save some of these because they're kind of bigger ticket items that we can get into more discussion for Wrestling Roulette next week.
Okay.
But I will say, and even though they'll probably, how the news cycle moves so fast that they'll be moved out of everybody's mind, but we can tie it back into larger scale topics. But the one that I will bring up, Taekwon's favorite wrestler, Karrion Kross announced that him and Zilla Fatu will be wrestling WrestleMania weekend.
Thought you were going to say Luigi Primo.
Look,
there's a name I haven't heard of in a while.
If you're in,
look, they will watch the video on Jeff Teague's podcast of Luigi Primo.
That again, it continues the thing of I'm more interested in the matches outside of Mania this season.
If you're going to Vegas and you don't want to spend bazillion dollars on WrestleMania tickets and you're not going to be able to stream the show at other casinos in the area because of the blackout, go to Vegas.
That has opened up a little bit.
Go to Vegas, do your fan stuff, and then go watch everything else because this is back. This year, I feel like this is the first year since COVID that the indies around Mania are back to where they're very much in the picture and being very much talked about.
Enjoy it because it won't happen next year.
Well, I still think they put something on. They just won't do it in Saudi.
Won't be with Mania.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the cards and the matches and the lineups between Bloodsport, House of Glory. Now you have this match announcement with Zilla and Cross, Joey Janela Spring Break. I mean, there's a lot of wrestling that I want to see outside of Mania. So if I was going to Vegas for Mania, I would take the money and you probably still get money in your pocket that you can and go see all these other shows because the lineups and the cards are absolutely tremendous.
And we've talked about it on the show before, but next year somebody needs to run a good weekend. And for people that aren't going to go over to Saudi, have something here to have fun with.
The way he's looking in the world, that's if it.
If it happens,
If.
They're going to have to make that determination sooner rather than later.
That's been a rumor lately. Yeah.
Because you got to book that out. Arenas, everything's like, so I don't know how much longer they can wait to see what's going to happen.
It won't continue till next year.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll save the other bookmarks for next week.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in to episode 285 of the Dumbworks Podcast. Email us at dumbworkspod.gmail.com or email Paul.
Dumbworkspod@gmail.com.
This my man don't even know how an email address works.
I don't.
Unless he gets the link for the spicy account.
Yeah, the spicy. Yeah. My man signed up in COVID, but he knew exactly what that username and password was to get right back on it. I'm never on it. Signed right in.
Go ahead, Jason.
Find us on all social media platforms at DumbWorksPod. Give us a like, follow, and listen. Head over to dumbworkspod.com, right? Yep. Click all the links. WWE shop. Not AEW. Wrestling Tees. Oh, AEW shop is on there, right?
We don't get the kickback for that.
Surfshark. And Surfshark. And until then, we'll leave you quote of the week. Procrastination makes easy things hard and hard things harder.
Pause.
Hey. Spicy sights. Till the next one.